In this episode, it's another day of ups and downs on Project Fairmont, as well as a little bit of forward and reverse. Welcome to the channel. My name is Grant Tommy. This is Straight Six Fan, where I like to focus on budget-minded, relatable, creative builds, something I like to call offbeat hot rodding, helping you build your hot rod and your confidence. Well, today you might necessarily not get a lot of confidence built through this episode. As I mentioned in the intro screen, we had some more struggles today. And I took the approach today, I wasn't going to actually record a whole lot because I thought whatever I did was going to be a lot of repeat of what you've seen in the last two episodes. So I just went right to work when I got out here today, hoping to get the brakes bled on Project Fairmont. I did get the rear disc caliper, back together. I had kind of hypothesized about the parking brake spring bolt. It was maybe a leak point. That was something I'd end up fighting all day, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But I was able to reflare that custom line in the back of Project Fairmont, and I got that done. Now, triumph there, I got that done, and there are no more leaks. But let's get into it a little bit deeper on what took place today. So I'm shooting a lot of this actually at the end of the work day because it was just one of those days. I'm cleaning up the garage right now, which is why I've been dragging this towel around with me like Linus. But the better part of the afternoon when I started, after I got the brake line back in here, what else did I do? Oh, hooked up the line that fed the brakes on the master cylinder. I started to gravity bleed this back, because this is the furthest away from the caliper, and I kept getting, I guess my approach was I was taking too much of a perfectionist approach to it. I was thinking I had to get 100% of the air out of the tube that was, hooking up my drain canister. Come to find out, I probably didn't have to do quite that, but I just spent way too much time on the first brake. But anyway, so that put me behind. I did try to then bleed the rest of the four corners, and I got that done. So felt really great about it. And then I went to back the car out of the garage. Before I go and show you those clips of the car actually moving under its own power, whether it be not exactly full 100% brake power, I did want to say, as much as that was kind of deflating to spend that much time to still not get it done right, whatever. The day wasn't a loss because, we made the step forward with the new brake line in the back that doesn't leak, so that's good. I did something in terms of bleeding the brakes. I can't imagine I have to do all four lines again, but we'll figure that out at some point. So I was going to try to prove to myself whether or not there was a passage between that nut on the parking brake spring or not, so I decided to start backing it out, and I sheared it off. So that's pretty cool, huh? Look at that. Now that might be part in case because I had previously it was all but a tiny bit of RTV on this just as a precaution. So that's probably my fault. That's probably what was holding the threads in place as I backed this thing out, but awesome. So looks like I will be buying a new caliper since I spent all that time rebuilding this one. I'm done with it mentally anyway, so it stinks because it's gonna hurt the budget more, but that's project cars, I guess, right? This is crap that happens. You try to take the cheap way out, and then you learn your lesson why you should have just bit the bullet in the first place. But it is what it is. But the big surprise of the day was fellow YouTuber Juan Hinosa, a longtime fan of mine, regular in the Car Guy and Six Fan Show chat, was up here in Kansas. He's from like West Texas area for a different kind of leisure trip, and wanted to reach out to me and stop by and visit. That was just awesome. It was cool to see. That was a first for me. Now there have been people like Hard Knocks Forge, Cat Loco's Garage, as well as Craig Durbin, who've stopped by my shop before. But you know, they all are. I just consider Juan more. He's almost pure fan, complete. Hey, I'm gonna go out of my way. So Juan, it was a heck of a nice time meeting you and your family. It was really cool. So I enjoyed the visit, and I just kind of wanted to. I guess I kind of just want to drop that in. I guess that's what it's like when you start growing as a YouTuber. Fans come to visit you. I'll leave a link to Juan's channel below in the description. And Juan, I did want to apologize to you personally. I meant to set aside a sticker for you to hand to you when you were here in person today. But nonetheless, I did not. So anyway, I'll text you, get your address or something, and I'll send one your way. But let's get to the footage of Project Ford Fairmont actually moving under its own power, albeit without 100% brake power. There's something extra squishy in the brake pedal. It's not, they're not really there. So we'll at least get this thing to, we'll get it to burn some of the bad gas out of it for now. I don't know, but yeah, the brakes just aren't there. So looks like we'll be going back to the drawing board on bleeding them again. I guess we'll just start over from the rear and work our way to the front again, and we'll figure it out. But hey, it moved, right? That's worth something. So anyway, thanks for tuning in. It's been a crazy long haul in this. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Don't forget the Car Guy and Six Fan Show set Thursday nights 7 p.m. Also, think about picking up Spreadshirt. Link to this in the description below. But that'll do it for this episode. Until next time, peace out.